your Scrapping Nerd, and I'm back today with a layout for Scraplift Crafternoon. It's where a bunch of my craft peeps and I get together and we scraplift an amazing layout from an amazing creator. And this week we are scraplifting Jennifer Cain. She's Scrappin' Cain, which I just love her handle. I think that's cute. And you saw her layout at the top of the video. And so I decided to pull in my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit since we are nearing the end of the year. So I will be changing my kit, and so I want to get as much used up. So I pulled that in, and it's a Vicky Bouton kit. So all of my Vicky Bouton is in there. And I pulled out the cut and paste collection, which is the papers that I pulled out, as well as there's some stickers from the collection and some ephemera. And then because it's my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, I also have the Thickers chipboard stickers from Happy Life and the Where to Next collection stickers. And so I pulled all of that in because the nice thing about Vicky Bouton is that they all kind of go together and mix well. And so I also pulled in some Distress inks and Oxide Seedless Preserve and Victorian Velvet. In her layout, it looked like she had some mixed media. So I pulled in this Bo Bunny stamp as well that looks like splatters. And so I put splatters on the background on this like newsprint, paper. And so that I'm going to use that as my main background. And then the Seedless Preserves is what I started with. And I really like this stamp because it looks like the splatters and I don't have to actually do the splatters. And then I also pulled in the Victorian Velvet and put that on the background as well. And I really like that, and it shows up really well. I would say that the Victorian Velvet didn't show up as well as the Seedless Preserve because you can't even really see the Victorian Velvet on the video. But in her layout, she had kind of a pinwheel type design, and so there was this paper from the cut and paste collection, and so I thought, well, this is perfect. And it's funny because every time I see something kind of like that design, I always think of the Vicky Bouton papers because she does this a lot where she has this kind of different patterns in this, I call it a pinwheel. I don't know if that's how you guys see it, but every time I see it, I think of a pinwheel. And so I thought, well, that'll already have done the work for me with the different pattern papers. So I cut each of the slices out, and she only had half on her layout, and so I'm going to do the same thing with mine. And so I end up not using every single one of these, but I kind of picked a nice selection of the different patterns, and then the ones that really blended in with the background I didn't use. And so I, of course, then decided that I wanted to distress all of them. So I went back through with my Tim Holtz distressor and I distressed all the edges and got those all distressed, and I really like how that looked. And I really like her layout. I think it was really fun and bright and colorful, and I thought about doing the other Vicky Bouton collection, the Happy Life or the Where to Next, because it has a little bit brighter colors, but I just loved these pattern papers from the cut and paste collection. It's kind of more muted tones, but it has all these floral patterns, and I thought it would just be perfect for the pictures that I am scrapbooking. And so I pulled out pictures of my mom when we were on the cruise and we stopped in Puerto Vallarta. We went on this excursion, and the people there had a donkey, and so the picture is my mom, and she was petting the donkey, and then she took a picture with it. And I had originally thought I was just going to use the one where she was looking at me when I took the picture, but then I decided I wanted to use both photos. I really liked the one of her looking at the donkey while she was petting it. I thought it was really sweet. And I just thought that the kind of floral nature also just went with the picture and the idea. And so I really liked it. And so like I said, I started with just having the one photo, and so the slices were more in the middle, but I will decide to use the 2 photos, and so I will move the kind of all the slices over to the right a little bit so that I can get both of the pictures in on the layout. And I chose the green to mat the photos. I thought that it kind of played off my mom's green shirt that she was wearing, and pulled in some of the colors from the different patterns in the slices. And then I'm going to use the branding strip from the paper that I cut off and edge distress that as well. And I'm going to put that down the left side of the layout. She had that in her inspiration layout. She had a strip down the side, and I really liked that. I thought that was a neat addition to the layout. And so I started to pull in some ephemera, and now this could be controversial, but this little ephemera bit was a deer, and so I cut off the antlers because I thought that it could kind of play in like it was a donkey. And I see it, and I feel like it's a donkey, but others might not agree. But I thought it would be cute to put with this photo, and I couldn't decide where to put him. I didn't know if I was going to put him on the left side or on the right side, but I ended up putting him on the right side, and I just think it looks cute. And I was trying to find like a little tiny flower from the ephemera bit to maybe put on his little head there, but I couldn't find one, so if you look really closely, you can see a little bit of the antlers that I fussy cut off, but I like him, and I think he looks like a donkey. So I thought it was cute. And then I pulled in this flower bit, like cluster that it had to put over on the left side. And then I really tried to get the saying that was like discover new adventures. And I moved that around the layout a lot, but then in the end, I will not put that on the layout. At the top, I put travel notes, and then it says a collection of moments above the photo. And I think that was really cute because, again, this is just it wasn't like we were going to the place to see the donkeys. It was just like a person that had a donkey, and my mom stopped to pet him, and so I figure, oh, well, that is a collection of moments. And the funny thing is, I put a collection of moments on top of the picture. And then as I was going through later on, I will also put a wordy bit on the bottom right corner, and it says the exact same thing. And I just didn't pay attention. And so, and it was stuck on the layout now. So this is really like a collection of moments. And in case you didn't get that from the first sticker I put on, I also put on a second one. But so I thought that was kind of funny, and I didn't realize that until later. But I put my title from the Love This, and I finally got the arrow where I wanted it. I moved that guy around a lot on the layout. I couldn't figure out where I wanted to put him as well. And then I put one of the little butterflies because I just thought that was cute. And then put these little florals down the right side, and I will put some gold little circles from the sticker collection in there. But that's pretty much the layout. I do put some hearts. I used a heart for the dot of the I on the word this because I lost it, and so I thought, oh well, I'll just put one of the little gold hearts there, and that'll do. And then I put another gold heart up by the travel notes. But that'll be the layout. Make sure that you check out the playlist and everyone else that scraplifted Jennifer today. Make sure to give them some love, some likes, some subscribes. They all do amazing things. I want to say thank you to everyone that has liked and subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit those buttons below. And if you want to be notified when I have new videos, just hit the little bell notification. But like I said, that's going to be the layout. It was a fun one, amazing inspiration, and I swear that's a donkey. All right, everyone, have a great day. Bye.